Hi everyone, welcome back to Code with Venki. Today we'll see a LeetCode question monthly transaction one. Here we have transaction table which contains ID, country, state, amount, transaction date, and we'll jump into the question. Here we have write an SQL query to find for each month and country the number of transactions and their total amount and the number of approved transaction and their total amount. So you can return the resultant table in any order. We'll see a example test case here. We have transaction table which contains the data related to ID, country, state, amount, and transaction dates. So here in output table you can see we have month, country, transaction amount, approved count, transaction total amount, approved total amount. So this month we can take from transaction date. Here we can take month, year and month from this transaction date, and remaining country we can take from here. We have separate country here, and total count. The total count is there. We need to find for that particular transaction date. Okay. I think whatever the transaction done on particular month, okay, that particular month we need to count the transaction count, and then transaction count, and we should also take the approved count. Total transaction, it maybe depends on like whether it is approved or declined, so we don't see that approved and decline in transaction count. We see only whether it is a transaction or not. While coming to approved count, we only see particular approved transactions, and here you can see for this month we have only one approved transaction, and we need to take approved, I mean, transactions total amount and approved total amount, similar to we discussed transaction count and approved count. So this is the approach to deal with this question. So before going to solution, please pause the video and try for your solution. Hope you will get the solution. And now I am jumping into the solution with select. Here already explained in previous videos about date format. You can refer there. Format, I just briefly explain you here what date format. Here it will take two parameters. One is actual date, current date, or you can say whatever the input you are giving, and this is the format what you are expecting from input. Like I am expecting to return monthly, year and month from this, and okay, I will take this as month, and we need to select country. Here you can see we need to select count, transaction count, approved count, and another thing is transaction total amount and approved total amount. So these are the conditions, these are the columns we need to take from where we are taking here from the transaction table. So this is the basic skeleton of this query, I mean solution, or we can say problem. So already month is completed. We are done with month row, and we are done with country row. And here we need to take, I mean, transaction count is directly not present in the transactional table, right? So this transaction count we can take from IDs. So count of IDs is nothing but number of transactions, okay, as transactions. So we are done with transaction count too, and we need approval count. So for that I'm using some of case when state is equal to state is equal to approved state, which is in approved state. Then I will take the transaction, then I will take the transaction as 1. I will count it is as 1 or else 0. Okay, and I will put as transaction count, and some of this type of transaction which is approved I will sum it up and I will put in approved count. Okay, so we are done with approved count too, and total, I mean transaction total amount we need to find, right? So for that I'm using sum as, second I'll put down uh, so for this we need transaction total amount, right? Total amount we can take sum of total amounts, right? Here sum of total amounts, if we take sum of total amounts for particular ID, transaction ID, so we'll sum up total transactions amount and we'll put into transactional total amount. Okay, so we are done with transactional amount, total amount, and we are left with approved amount, right? Approved total amount. For this some case when state up, here we can say that approved, then here we need amount, right? Not the count. Here I put 1 because we need count, but here we need amount, whatever the sum of the amount with transaction state is equal to approved. So that's why I'm taking else, then amount, or else we can simply take 0. So we are done with transaction amount, approved total amount, and we need to group. Here already mentioned about it, write a query to find each month and country. So we need to group by month. So in table we don't have month, right? So here we derived that month from the date, transaction date, and you need to take country. We'll see whether it is working fine for this problem or not. Hope it will work. We got error. December, we're getting December. Yeah, if you take capital M as month, it will provide you whether in alphabetical format like words of month like December, January and all. If you take small number, it will return integer. Okay, yeah, we'll run for hidden test cases and see whether it is working fine for hidden test cases for this problem or not. We'll get to know. Yeah, it is working fine for hidden test cases too. So yeah guys, this is the problem and this is the solution and this is the approach. So please do subscribe and support me. I will provide you with, I will come with more videos and more innovative solutions for particular problems. So if you have any queries, please do comment. I will reach out to you, and keep supporting me and subscribing me. Yeah, thank you guys. Bye bye. We'll meet again in next video.